Okay, it is now shortly after 7 o'clock. I call this recessed meeting of the Board of Aldermen to order. Roll call, please.
Alderman Angel.
Here.
Alderman Borman.
Yes.
Alderman Wilkins.
Present.
Alderman Magley.
Yes.
Alderman Sanders. And Alderman Simmons.
Here.
All right, we have a quorum tonight. Official business can take place. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We do have an addition to the accounts payable over $1,250. You want to give us what that new amount is?
I believe it's $9,298.46. It's the last three items.
$9,298.46.
Okay.
9,208.
9,298.46.
Oh. Isn't that? Is it right? I'm not gonna write that down.
Questions?
Question?
I would like to make a motion, we approve the additional payments for the accounts payable over $1,250 in a total amount of $9,298.46.
It's approval for 345,510, isn't it?
No,
No,
we
we
made
had
that.
already-
we-
already-
we
oh, from
did
the
that
last meeting. Gotcha, because I wasn't here, I apologize.
No, that's okay.
I don't know why Donna just used the same form and
I second that.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I have a motion and a second to approve the additional accounts payable over $1,250 in the amount of $9,298.46. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Approved. Comments from citizens? Any comments from the citizens? Yes, go ahead. Aye. Okay. All right, hearing none, close that. Action agenda, legal. All right, authorizing compensation for a certain city employee. This is ordinance requires 2 readings. And any questions? Okay. Alderman Borman, would you introduce this one, please?
Certainly. Bill number, please.
2650.
I move that bill number 2650 be given its first reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second that bill number 2650 be given its first reading by title only. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Continue, please.
A bill to create an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to fix the compensation of a certain employee of the city of Centralia, Missouri. I move that bill number 2650 be given its second reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second that bill number 2650 be given its second reading by title only. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Continue, please.
A bill to create an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to fix the compensation of a certain employee of the city of Centralia, Missouri. I move that bill number 2650 be given its, be adopted by a roll call vote.
Second.
I have a motion and a second that bill number 2650 be adopted by a roll call vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Angel.
yes.
Alderman Borman.
Yes.
Alderman Magley.
Yes.
Alderman Simmons.
Yes.
And Alderman Wilkins.
4.
All right, by your vote, bill number 2650 passes and now becomes ordinance number
2718.
purchasing. Authorizing contract with Centralia Area Chamber of Commerce for economic development services. This ordinance requires 2 readings. Any further discussion?
I want to take a time for both Creddy and Chamber of Commerce for them to understand that we're doing this in support of Centralia. So any efforts that are, to anything but that overarching goal are not part of what we're mandating here. So any, I want to say backbiting, any of the undercurrents that I've heard from lots of people on both directions, and I don't want to point fingers at anybody, but I'm going to say that I personally will be hypersensitive to both organizations to make sure that we're after the common goal. And with that in mind, I'm more than happy to go forward with both of these contracts.
Anything else?
Yes, I would like to say something.
Okay.
It has come to my attention that certain people, both, including at least one of our aldermen, who has concerns that I should not be voting on the chamber contract since I rent office space to the chamber. My agreement with the chamber was that we would share the rent over there. They pay me because that's the way the contract reads with the American Legion, because I'm the one that signs the contract, but we actually share the rent. I would be better off without them there, because I wouldn't get drug into all the chamber things that go on, and I could use the extra space to hire somebody else to help me. I do not consider this to be a conflict, and I will vote on this ordinance. And I would really wish that all the invective that is being directed in my direction would stop, because these, I mean, I'm real tempted to vote against both of these contracts because of what's going on. Barry and I had a long talk the other day, and Barry and I came away from there with a good understanding of what's going on and what we need to do with this. I think we need to move forward. I will vote for these contracts, but this unprofessional conduct of people really has to stop.
And I second Don's sentiment on that. We all need to be going for this common goal.
Right.
And and I've made the comment that my head's spinning sometimes, because the kinds of things I'm hearing, backstory-wise, I'm just like, seriously, guys? We're all supposed to be working towards the betterment of Centralia, growing the city, making our citizens and the work environment and employers prosper, and that should be our goal. And I think it's worth having Creddy involved to, on the things that I think you guys are more than engaged in wanting to make, better from an economic development standpoint. I think there are things from the chamber that they do very, very well, and I want to support both. But some of the stuff I'm hearing that's going on in the back, and I can't give credence to it because I'm not there, but this needs to end. All this needs to end, and otherwise, I'm more than happy to vote for both contracts.
All right. Anything else? All right. Alderman Wilkins, would you introduce this one, please?
Sure, bill number, please.
2651.
I move that bill number 2651 be given its first reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second that bill number 2651 be given its first reading by title only. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Continue, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor and city clerk of the city of Centralia, Missouri to execute a contract with the Centralia Area Chamber of Commerce to perform economic development and promotion services for the city of Centralia, Missouri. I move that bill number 2651 be given its second reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second that bill number 2651 be given its second reading by title only. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Continue, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor and city clerk of the city of Centralia, Missouri to execute a contract with the Centralia Area Chamber of Commerce to perform economic development and promotion services for the city of Centralia, Missouri. I move that bill number 2651 be adopted by roll call vote.
Second.
I have a motion and a second that bill number 2651 be adopted by a roll call vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Roll call vote, please, Heather.
Alderman Magley.
Yes.
Alderman Simmons.
4.
Alderman Wilkins.
4.
Alderman Angel.
Yes.
And Alderman Borman.
Yes.
All right, by your vote, bill number 2651 passes. Now becomes ordinance number
2719.
we need any further discussion for the contract with Grady?
Sorry, I don't think so. Meredith didn't like the version we had sent out
Okay.
on Friday. He said there were some technical changes he made.
Okay.
So you got the corrected copy this morning, I believe.
Okay. All right. Alderman Simmons, would you introduce this one, please?
Yes, sir. Bill number, please.
2652.
I move that bill number 2652 be given its first reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second that bill number 2652 be given its first reading by title only. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Continue, please.
A bill to create an ordinance entitled, an ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor and city clerk of the city of Centralia, Missouri to execute a contract with Centralia Regional Economic Development Incorporated to perform economic development and promotion services for the city of Centralia, Missouri. I move that bill number 2652 be given its second reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second that bill number 2652 be given its second reading by title only. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Continue, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor and city clerk of the city of Centralia, Missouri to execute a contract with Centralia Regional Economic Development Incorporated to perform economic development and promotion services for the city of Centralia, Missouri. I move that bill number 2652 be adopted by roll call vote.
Second.
I have a motion and a second that bill number 2652 be adopted by a roll call vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Continue, roll call vote, please, Heather.
Alderman Simmons.
4.
Alderman Wilkins.
4.
Alderman Angel.
Yes.
Alderman Borman.
Yes.
Alderman Magley.
Yes.
All right, by your vote, bill number 2652 passes, now becomes ordinance number.
2720.
All right. All right. Next, authorizing contract with Cannon Company for street improvements to Swixler. This is an ordinance, requires 2 readings. Lynn?
We opened bids and they came out, as reported in the paper, to be too high for what we would have available during the fiscal year, even if we sort of went in a temporary deficit, all from other funds, and tried to make that up in the following couple of months. It was not going to be enough. We had to split the project. The engineer contacted the current low bidders and asked them would they hold by their unit prices if we were only to do the Swissler Street, which was the street of most concern, and is even more concern now that we know that there's going to be more activity between the chance offices along the
Right.
street. Both JC Industries and Canon said they would hold by their unit prices and they would hold by the deductive alternate that they put in for both sections for whatever reason. Most of the alternate was going to be for steel put into Swissler Street, so it was in good shape. It was a very close decision, but the low bid turned out to be the same firm that would have been low bid had we been able to accomplish both sections. And that was Cannon Companies for a contract price of $276,171.60.
Okay.
And because we won't be able to do Jefferson Street this year, we don't have to delay part of the project until August when there'll be less traffic. It will give the contractor more flexibility, and I would presume that he would be able to start May,
Okay.
and we'll have the project going a lot quicker than otherwise expected.
Okay, great. All right. Alderman Angel, would you introduce this one, please?
Bill number, please.
2653.
I move that bill number 2653 be given its first reading by title only.
Second. I have a motion and a second to bill number 2653 be given its first reading by title only. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Continue, please.
a bill to create an ordinance entitled, an ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor and city clerk of the city of Centralia, Missouri to execute a contract with Cannon General Contractors, Inc. of Troy, Missouri, relating to the street improvements to Switzler Street in the city of Centralia, Missouri. I move that bill number 2653 be given its second reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second that bill number 2653 be given its second reading by title only. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Continue, please.
Bill to create an ordinance entitled, an ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor and city clerk of Centralia, of the city of Centralia, Missouri, to execute a contract with Cannon General Contractors, Inc. of Troy, Missouri, relating to the street improvements to Switzler Street in the city of Centralia, Missouri. I move that bill number 2653 be adopted by roll call vote.
Second.
I have a motion and a second that bill number 2653 be adopted by a roll call vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Roll call vote, please, Heather.
Alderman Wilkins,
4.
Alderman Angel,
4.
Alderman Borman,
Yes.
Alderman Magley,
4.
Alderman Simmons.
4.
All right, by your vote, bill number 2653 passes and now becomes ordinance number
2721.
All right, take care of the action items as may rise. As may rise.
Just really quick, Lynn and I met with Scott Olson on Friday, and we discussed the emergency system, emergency messaging system that we talked about a couple meetings ago. And I think Lynn and I are in agreement. Scott kind of gave the green light, go forward. He didn't see there's any obstacles specifically to be put in our way. So that's what I took away from the meeting. And I don't know if Lynn is in agreement with that. But
I'm in agreement. Next step will be to put out the forms to start gathering our database.
yeah, and I'd like to also spend the time at the police department just to test and verify everything's working perfectly. I apologize to you guys, but you're gonna be my guinea pigs. So, be looking forward to some probably really oddly worded, lions and tigers and bears on my kind of text messages. But those kinds of things that I want to send out, but I'm gonna use you guys as part of my test base to verify that we really can do it automatically using the existing infrastructure, because I tested everything based on my home, not truly from the police department dispatch.
Okay.
So I want to verify that's working before we start collecting the data.
Okay.
I checked that email again and I figured out why I thought it was something from the
Yeah, it's
elementary
okay.
school. There were the letters, CIS.
I thought Centralia, well, I was trying to figure out how to
Centralia Information System.
I was trying to come up with a, never
Okay,
mind.
well, I thought it was Centralia. I did school,
I
I
can see
thought
the
the kids
confusion.
were doing a Wizard of Oz thing.
On that note, so just so you know, I mean, that's, Scott did give, he sees no reason why we shouldn't move forward.
Thank you for I appreciate it.
And I'll actually be ready to demonstrate the second phase of it here pretty quick. I've been playing on that.
Oh, okay.
So the computer calls your telephone landline and plays the message to you. I almost have that written out. So,
Okay.
so phase 2's coming in much faster than expected, considering we haven't rolled phase 1 out. So.
Well, good. You can have a double rollout.
Exactly.
All right, sounds good. Any more as may rises?
Just as a point of information, there was a fire overnight on South Allen, small brown house, and nobody was injured currently, but the house is probably totaled. It doesn't look that bad from the outside, the insurance
Okay.
quite bad. And fortunately, some of the occupants weren't there, so there were no injuries.
Okay. Do you know if they had insurance or?
They had insurance. I've already talked to the insurance carrier, and under our ordinances, fortunately, we withheld to guarantee that there is a proper demolition,
Okay.
and we will use the money to demolish ourselves.
Okay.
Fire department was very busy last night. Probably, besides fire call, I can think of at least 5, and there might be more than that ambulance calls.
Oh, wow.
just when it rains, it pours, right, Chief?
Mm-hmm. When it snows.
And that's it.
All right, I would like to again commend the street department and all those involved in the quick snow removal response. They did an outstanding job again. Okay, what's that?
Better than the county does.
Yes, yes, and way better than
A little
Mexico
more.
or some surrounding cities. So again, my compliments to the departments.
So when is this meeting being recessed to?
It would be appropriate to recess to the second committee meeting, which is early in April, April 8th.
April 8th.
That will be the first regular board award committee meeting after the election date, and we should have the election results done by that time.
So we're recessing to the next public safety general government.
Yes.
Yes. It'll be a recess meeting, adjourn, sign, die,
Sure, no, I understand.
do an organizational meeting, and then go into the committee meeting.
Swear in the new electees and all that stuff.
So,
Okay. All right. No one has anything else?
I move we recess to April 8th at 7 p.m.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to recess this meeting till April 8th at 7 p.m. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, meeting recessed. Thank you all very much.
Hope you're feeling better tomorrow, man.